What a beautiful day to be a bear. Check this out, guys. SOUN is down 16.5% today alone, and that's following its 10% sell-off that it had yesterday, from highs of $20 per share to lows of 18. If you guys haven't seen this, we talked about SOUN since it hit its 52-week highs. It is down 25% in just the past 2 trading days. Remember, I keep my focus very simple. I look for overvalued and overhyped up stocks that are piece of shit companies, and I short them. I talked about SOUN when it was pumping up from $3 to $25, just like I did with mstr when it went from lows of $100 up to highs of $548 before it started losing 40% of its value, right? From 548 all the way down to 288. I did the same thing with SMCI. I did the same thing with GameStop. It is so simple. Any company that you see Reddit traders talking about SOUN that's gonna be the next big thing, I mean, that's already a huge red flag within itself. On top of that, you can see its price action movement from lows of $3 to highs of $25. Anything that moves that parabolic within a short period of time is a pump and dump, right? It's a huge red flag. What goes up that quick normally corrects itself just as quick, especially when it's as clear as day as SOUN. SoUN AI is a company that at one point, right now it trades at a $5.5 billion market cap, but at one point it was trading at $7 to $8 billion. The really funny thing about that is that the company actually loses money every single quarter. Don't get me wrong, a lot of companies might lose money but might be worth billions of dollars. But they're growing companies, developing companies. They've been here for a while and they've been establishing kind of like their marketplace. Not SOUN. SOUN is running off of the AI hype. I can promise you, every Reddit trader is just trying to drive more hype behind this piece of crap company so they can make money, leaving you holding the bag, right? Our focus is very clear. We identify overvalued, overhyped up stocks at overbought levels. We wait for confirmation of a reversal for them to indicate signs of a sell-off. And look, just like from the overall highs, you can never catch the perfect highs and the perfect lows, but so far already it is down 40% from the highs that it made, I think, last week. And what a beautiful setup, right? Because we all knew that this was eventually going to happen. It was just waiting for confirmation, waiting for the criteria to be met. So the company has a current ratio of 2.58, a quick ratio of 2.58 based off of the debt to equity ratio of 13 cents. The company has a market cap at this point, it was of 6.65 billion. That was yesterday. It's already lost $1 billion. Its PE ratio is negative 49.94 and a beta of 2.63. So the really funny thing about this is that based off of its previous quarterly earnings, it made 6 cents per share. And the company's revenue was $25.1 million. 25.1 when it's worth billions of dollars. And again, with those 25.1, you might be like, well, it's making millions of dollars. How is this a bad company? It is still spending more money than what it's making, right? So very simple. It was getting all these price target increases. Now it's being flatlined in 2025 of either a hold at $9 or a price target of $7 per share. And again, this thing was trading at 25 per share. So it's just super funny to see companies like this all of a sudden begin to sell off when we all knew that it was only a matter of time, right? If you see any Reddit trader ever trying to convince you that this is the next big thing, after a stock runs up 100, 200, 500% within a short period of time, I hope that that is kind of like a clear red flag, right? Kind of common sense, but hey, common sense ain't too common nowadays. So I'm just making sure that you are aware that this is why we are seeing such an aggressive sell-off, because it's an overhyped up, overvalued piece of crap company that simply was getting pumped, and now we're seeing the reversal of the dump, right? Also, later today, I just want to make sure that you are also aware, we have the FOMC minutes report, and that's at 2 p.m. Eastern time, that is bound to be released and should affect the market in either positive or negative way, depending on what is actually reported. But as you guys can see, a consistent descending pattern, lower highs, lower lows, no breakout pattern of this thing reversing just yet. So be very careful, because although $15 might look cheap, Remember, we have huge downside potential, and when you see a stock like this that pumped up exponentially, you can't be surprised that this thing can continue to sell off. But again, we'll take it day by day. We were talking about this during our live trading session with the LPP team. I trade live with them every single morning, and again, although markets close tomorrow, I will be trading live on Friday. If you want to tune on in, it's the second link in the description down below, and you can sign up for one of our biggest sales that we have going on, and it's $200 off. It's a one-time payment, lifetime access, and if you sign up today, you can watch me trade live as soon as Friday. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment down below, and you guys let me know what you think about SOUN. Was it something that you also agreed with that was overhyped up? Or are you mstr bag holders also salty about SOUN being down 16% because it proves once again that hype is just being factored in almost into every AI and crypto stock that eventually will come crashing down? Super excited to follow up. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.